Nate Scott, Brock Hewitt in the booth with you. It is Jake Elliott who's going to get us started. And the NFL on EA Sports is underway once again. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. So here come the Bills for their opening drive. And they'll be led up by a #1 pick out of Oklahoma. One of the game's better runners, it's Kyler Murray.
Last week, Kate, you won't call his effort wasted, never. But you wish a game like that would have come in a win instead of showing up in a contest they ended up dropping. 2 touchdowns, no picks. That's the type of game that wins are typically built on.
We'll look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. 4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Off the play action, here's Murray. And the Dolphins are going to get to him, and he is dropped. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
And now this defense is on that sack board and sets up a pretty good chance here on 3rd down. It's a little bit like blood in the water with Sharks when it comes to taking sacks. You can feel it as a quarterback. Once that defense gets one, they're hungry for another.
Extra DB out there for the Fins. 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. The Bills with a punt team out there. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. Coming off a busy week, 5 punts in the loss, and he sends this one away. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. So the Dolphins offense headed out for their opening drive. And bringing them out now, a quarterback who really knows how to make something exciting happen.
That's a loss last week, Kate, that he wears. He's worn it all week long, and I know he isn't the only guy out there. There's 11 on the side on every play. A couple of interceptions. He's going to hold himself accountable. A lot of work's gone into making sure this week's game is an improvement on that.
2nd down now, they need 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Looks like he gained about 3 yards. It's also going to bring up 3rd down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Got him, man. That's Nakua. This one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
That's good for Dolphins. 1st down.
Here's a throw. Has him on a quick hitter. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
That's another Dolphins. 1st down.
He takes off with it. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. Well, we all knew somebody was running with it there, and when the defender started flowing towards the back, he made the right call that he would be the one to run it in.
Yeah, he sure did. I think if he hands that off, this play does not end in a touchdown, but in a collision for his running back.
Yeah.
So not only is that running back thanking his quarterback, the rest of the guys are celebrating for that decision.
That one right down the middle. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. Good work so far. He's got room. So they're going to begin from the 36 as he's brought down. The Bills and Kyler Murray set to take over. And we're getting a look at the leaders in passing touchdowns this season here, where you will find his name among the top 5 right now in the NFL. First and 10, Murray. He's in trouble, and the Dolphins get him. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Opening frame of the game, and 2 times already, these defenders have got home for a home run sack. They get their way, a lot more teammates are going to join them on the stat sheet with the takedown before this one ends.
Might be time to reach in the bag of tricks on 2nd down. 16 to go following the sack. Out of the gun. Here's Murray. He finds his running back, R.J. Harvey. And they'll have a small gain up to about the 32. Knocked down by Jahan Campbell.
Brings up third
They
down.
kick the running back in motion. Third and long for him here. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And now they're staring at 4th and long. And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line.
Dolphins take over.
Now we're going to see the Dolphin offense for their second drive of the contest. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early and with the home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them. Like, turn them against their own team. They were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, you start to murmur and might even hear a few bluebirds.
Second and 6.
He's going to throw it. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, it's third down.
Devin Boyd on the coverage.
Air it out on third. Complete beyond the marker. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him.
First down.
An even 10-yard gain on the
It's a
play.
gain of 10.
And it's going to be first down Miami.
Down, Miami.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Ivan Pace able to make the stop. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
42-yard line.
He's dropping back to throw. Setting up the running back screen. And he's able to cross midfield before going out.
Gain of 10 yards.
Ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
Dolphins, first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Right side, reeled in by Pitts. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And not much space available there, maybe 2. That brings up third down.
Physical by Andrew and Gainwell. A gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Here he is on 3rd and short. Connection is made. Io Manor. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
It's a gain of 33. That's another Dolphins first down. 1st and goal, Miami.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he could transform a short completion into a big play.
And he takes it down to the 2, but no touchdown yet. He's out of bounds.
A gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try and punch it in. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal. A great call in a short yardage situation right there, Brock, and that was exactly the type of front that defense needed to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the X's and O's of it, and then even more, the guys going out there and executing it, pulling the trigger to create that lock.
And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Dolphins get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game.
Okay, we talked to enough coaches over the years, and find me a good red zone offense, and typically you'll find me a good creative quarterback, one that can extend a play, use his legs as effectively as he can his arm.
Elliott on now to attempt a point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Dolphins drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
Set to kick off.
Starting from the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. So Coach Sean McDermott sending his Bills offense back to the field. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, Well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
First play of the drive. Here's Hardy. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down.
Brings up a third down and 10 yards.
They'll throw. Third and long. Oh, they're on it. He's dropped again. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a fourth down.
Okay, it's pretty clear, isn't it? It's this constant pressure that this defense has imposed on this offense to keep them out of rhythm and build up this lead. This offense is not going to offer a comeback if this quarterback continues to run for his life.
Mitch Wisnowski on the punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. Third time they've called on him as he gets this away. The return begins on their side of midfield. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Miami offense headed out there now. And while one sideline has 0 points, this offense, well, they have had 0 issues so far getting into that end zone.
They are rolling right now, Kate, and unless there's a speed bump on the immediate horizon, things are at risk of getting out of hand.
Short pass brought in, and they make the tackle at the 38. All set now, first and 10.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Dolphins first down.
Left, Dialman makes the grab. Works it down to the 37. Greg Newsome bringing that play to an end.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8 at the 37-yard line.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Continuing to turn those legs inside the 25. And they finally get to him at the 15. They got 21 yards on the play. And that is a Dolphins first down.
That's good for a Dolphins first down. A gain of 21 yards.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And this finds him in the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins take a 20-zip lead. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. The point after splits the upright. And the Dolphins push their lead to 21-zip already. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. This makes it up to the 25. Buffalo sending its offense to the field. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback, as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4.
At the 31-yard line. A 6-yard
On the gun, it's Murray. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. And Murray hits the ground safely, picking up the first down on that run. They've got first down here from the 36.
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here's Kyler to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Just a yard left to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 45-yard line.
Kyler with a chance to run here. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up. Here we go. Goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. Murray with a sneak. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
It's a gain of a yard. That's good for a Bills first down.
Murray here on first down. Will finds his back. Harvey. And he's brought down at the line. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. The Dolphins out to an early advantage. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. We're back for the second quarter. Bills in possession of the football. They're advancing it well as they face second down. Into a crowd and intercepted. That's Cole Bishop. And the Dolphins get the football as he makes his third interception of this season. He was trying to fit it into a window in the zone coverage, but by the time he let it go, boy, Brock, that lane had closed and someone was there to make a play on it.
Now, what you're trying to do in zone coverage defensively is make that quarterback see a window that isn't actually there. And as soon as he takes the bait and sends it over the middle, well, you got 1, 2, 3 defenders all there in range to go pick it off.
Ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. And let that pass rush get home.
Takes the second down snap. Hits his running back. And he's able to cross midfield before going out. Third down, and they need to get 10.
It's a gain of 8. And it brings up third down.
Third and long. They're going to throw. He's going for it himself. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Dolphins.
Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. This is ahead for about 5. Jalen Thompson, the man on the tackle.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
He will not score, but that does set him up front with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
First down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Touchdown! The Dolphins are running away so far. We've got a 27-zip game. It is a word broadcasters hesitate to use for a lot of reasons, but 4 touchdowns in 4 drives, Brock. I think we can throw it out here. Perfection thus far.
Yeah, this game will humble you at this level. I mean, this is the best of the best playing it, and you don't normally see this kind of execution and this kind of efficiency, so I understand that word perfection. I will remind everybody, though, it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
That one splits the uprights, and the Dolphins grow their lead yet again. Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
Set to kick off.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Bills set to take over offensively. And this drive, they need to come up with some type of answer because, well, Brock, we can almost hear those engines starting to gear up. They might have a boat race coming.
Yeah, I think everybody in the building can feel it. This has been so momentous one way.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. After one play, this drive might already be in trouble. It's going to push him back for second down.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected the decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
Here's Murray. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with third down.
Okay. Can I be honest with you? I'm just starting to feel bad for this quarterback and his family because he is just taking a beating before our eyes.
This is a tough spot to punt. Got to convert here on third down. Kyler looking to throw. A third consecutive sack. The defense totally dominating this drive, Brock. That brings up fourth down.
Goodness gracious, this quarterback is taking an absolute beating in this first half. You better have some ice for him ready at halftime. I'll tell you this, Kate, it has been a brutal couple quarters, and if you don't start protecting the quarterback, this guy may not make it and even finish this game.
Short drop, but he still gets away a very good punt. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. The Dolphins headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And we're all hoping his hot start can continue. He's been putting up some numbers early in this contest. Back now, pressure coming. This is thrown towards a defender instead, and he's the one who makes a play on the football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
He's going to throw again on second down. Gets it to him on the screen. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30. Third and just 2 to go.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's third down.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. That's the line. He's going to run for it. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first.
And the Dolphins, first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Complete right side to Washington. And he's stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
Darnell Washington. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 21-yard line.
Here's a design run. And he's going to work ahead for a couple here. It's third down now.
Brought down at the
It may not
18-yard
show
line.
up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to...
This finds him in the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins blowing them out now, 34-zip. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop him either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Dolphins continue piling onto this lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Bills offense all set for their next drive. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. First call here coming from the shotgun. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He's keeping it. And Murray hits the ground safely, picking up the first down on that run.
I can promise you, that was the goal from the moment he took off. He kept his eyes locked on the chains. It's almost like he had a spidey sense. He knew exactly where to get in order to move the sticks and get that critical first down.
Following the near interception, this is 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Now Murray. And again an receptionist drops. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be third down. Throw here, third down. On the screen, this is White. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. First and 10 now from the 46.
That's good for a Bills first down.
Again, it's Murray to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on the big play down to the 19.
Another Bills first down. First and 10 at the 19.
In the red zone now. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Let's be real clear. There is nothing lucky about number 7 at all for this quarterback. The 7th time he's been taken to the ground for a sack. This defense, they made adjustments. They're incorporating a variety of different looks and blitzes, and it just seems like, Kate, constantly they are a step ahead of whatever this offense is trying to do to protect this quarterback.
8th play of the drive now. They need 2 to keep it going.
Brings up third and 2.
On the handoff, here's Harvey. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills start to fight back for their first points of this game. Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these RPOs? It's that mesh point. It's the details right there. Not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do, and it created, Kate, the slightest of hesitations for the defense. And that slightest opportunity is all he needed to hit the end zone.
That one right down the middle. And the Bills cut the lead down to a more manageable 28 points. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Dolphins ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And at the pace he's begun the game throwing the football, Brock, he is in line for a special type of performance if they need to keep throwing it until the end. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did. Wasted no time in getting that sack.
Things not looking good after that sack. 15 to go here on second down. Back to throw now. Completed over the middle. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Air it out on 3rd. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down.
One of the big lessons you learn transitioning from college to the NFL is you can't get it all back at once, offensively or defensively. But this is the right way to go about it now defensively. You got to get a sack. You got to get something going to stem this momentum. That might just be the sack they needed.
And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. Possession switching back to Buffalo as their offense heads out. And the touchdowns got to keep coming from as they still trail here. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Drive starts with a carry by White. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Throwing on 1st down. Here's Murray. He takes it himself. That play good for 17 and a 1st down. Exactly 2 minutes to play in half number 1. More from Highmark Stadium in just a moment. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Now Kyler. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Second down now, 7 to go.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the Dolphins.
Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. Lamb has another one. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Offense is set. 1st and 10.
Yards. That's another Bills.
Working inside the red zone. Brought in by Jake Ferguson. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills chop some of the lead off before the half. And with that score, he's reached a benchmark he's long had his eye on. 30 touchdowns in one season. He's going to come away pleased with how well he has played to put up that kind of number this year. McPherson at the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bills cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Miami set to take over once again on offense. And we're down inside a minute to play here in the second quarter, but that is enough time to get a drive together. Dolphins just about set up here, 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Connects on the crosser. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Looking in the air here. Back to Pitts it goes. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Popping back to throw. Gets him on the in route. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you can take a lick at any time.
Miami calls a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach the 2nd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Right side, reeled in by Pitts. This is not going to help their cause ahead of 3rd down. He's out of bounds, lost a yard too. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. Ryan Stonehouse back out there again to punt it away. And this is the 2nd time he's been brought on to kick it. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. This one carries out of bounds. Not the greatest field position awaiting them. It's spotted at the 11. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he's going to have this one up to about the 21. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down. So one-sided contest as we reach the break here. Let's head over to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. Week 14 is here, the final 5 weeks of the regular season. Teams jockeying for position. Let's get after it. Our look at the NFL starts now. Into Steel City, it's the Steelers at home to take on the New York Jets. And it's the Jets' defense that comes up with the big play here. They knock the football out, force the fumble, scoop it, and they're taking it back the other way. What a game-changing play. Touchdown. The Jets come away with the victory in what could wind up being an AFC playoff preview. From there, why don't we go to South Philly, look in on the Eagles as they play host to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And it's Breece Hall He'll take this one in from 2 yards out. One more to show you real quick. We go to Houston. It's the Texans taking on the Carolina Panthers. And it's Bryce Young. He connects on the touchdown pass 18 yards away. The Panthers on top in this one at halftime. With that, we take a look at the rest of the action going on around the NFL here in Week 14. Meanwhile, our game has not been all that competitive, a one-sided affair through 2 quarters. As we hand it back over to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Huard.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Fielded just shy of the end zone. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Dolphins are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has it with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. The play clock runs out, so this will be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Hoping to help spring him for a bigger return, but he got Cox, and it lessens the return instead.
Still first down.
They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up.
Delay of game, offense.
Some questions already after a disappointing kick return, and the penalty only serves to worsen their starting field position.
Still first down.
First down, play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
Kate, you know I love to say that the NFL game is a game of adjustments. You come out of halftime, and you know you've got to impact the quarterback. You got to get home, and it's exactly what they do on this opening drive.
Well, for more than a couple of first downs away, it is second and quite a bit after that sack. Pass play now. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll get it up to the 27. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
big gain on the play. But it's third down.
No throw, 3rd and long. Making the call himself. There he goes again. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. That played good enough for a first.
And the Dolphins, first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Throwing off the play fake. Finds him over the middle. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Gets 16 yards on that play. And it's going to be first down Miami.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Back to throw. Brought in close to the 8. And he's in for the Miami touchdown. The Dolphins grow the lead coming out of halftime. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They are just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Dolphins grow their lead yet again.
Bills 14.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Return starts at the 9. Jukes away from one. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line. Now we've got the Bills offense headed back to the field. This has become must-score territory now every time out as they trail by a full 4 possessions in this second half. 1st and 10, Murray. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jahan Campbell makes the play. And the Dolphins get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, no doubt they envision that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Finds the in route, complete. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
That's good for Dolphins. First down.
Here's a dive up the middle. And we might be close to this lead growing again, and that play gives him a 1st and goal.
That's another Dolphins. First down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Back now, pressure coming. And this finds him in the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins parlay the interception into points. You always tell me, Brock, it is a whole different world here. Running routes, working in confined spaces, instead of having that whole field to spread out a defense.
Oh, spot on, Caden. Some players, that's the world they thrive in. Finding windows where windows shouldn't exist and then being ready for the throw to arrive. It happens so fast. Trusting your quarterback to make the right read and get it to you.
One after added on by Elliott. And the Dolphins continue piling on to this lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Brings in the kick at the 9. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Buffalo sending its offense to the field. And they're going to need to play for pride or for something to build on for next week, Brock, because this game seems out of reach, even though we've got a full quarter still to go. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it sets up 2nd down.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing to double coverage, odds are against you.
Murray thrown again on 2nd and 10. He completes it in traffic. And that will not be enough for a first down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up
3rd and 2. Murray completes beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
It's a gain of 8. And the Bills first down.
Again, it's Murray to throw. That's Lamb running the slant. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line.
13 yards on the play.
Another throw coming for Murray. And this one doesn't go far. 2nd down now. They need 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to the air. Murray. Out left, Lamb makes the grab. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
A gain of 34 yards. That's another Bills first down.
From the red zone now. On the screen, this is White. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Another kick bounces off their hands in the end zone, Brock. Back-to-back chances to escape the field, and they dropped both interceptions. Escapes the pocket. He's making a bid for it. He drives this down to the 8 before going out. Evan McPherson lining up the field goal try. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. McPherson's kick is good. And Brock, I'd say that's more of a moral victory than something that's really going to affect the deficit much.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Starting from the 5. This makes it up to the 25. The Dolphins headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And their offense has been playing at an extremely high level as this has become a runaway quickly. They've scored each of their last 2 times out. Again, throw out of the gun. Big trouble now, and the ball is out. And this is scooped up by the Bills. This is going to wind up inside the 10, so they jump on the fumble, and that's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
You know, we could go down on that field and ask any player about the first lessons they learned in the game of football, and almost every one of them kids going to say the same thing. Ball security. I bet he could even hear his old high school coach's voice in his ears right now, telling him next time, you got to hang on to it better.
The Bills set to take over offensively. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal. So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
So the review saves them a turnover. He was in. Ball came free. He'll look to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first. Bills bringing an extra DB out. 3rd down.
It's a gain of 11. And it's
Throw here. 3rd down. Guess who hits as another? And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, it looks like the 30. So the Dolphins readying for the punt. Fair catch, hauled in at the 18-yard line. The Bills' offense all set for their next drive. And they settled for a chip shot field goal last time, Brock. You got to think they want to be able to finish it off and reach the end zone here. Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. Getting 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're into the drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
This defense has been doing it all, not just with the takeaways, but the pressure and what that does and how hard it is to play the quarterback position when you're taking a beating like this.
After the sack, let's see what the offense does here. 2nd and 18 coming up. Out of the gun, here's Murray. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Sets up a 3rd down and 18.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. That's caught for the first. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44.
And the Bills, first down.
Going on first down. Here's Murray. This one's reeled in downfield by Ferguson. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line.
16 more yards. That's another Bills first down.
Giving this to Harvey. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
One thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Murray. Short pass brought in. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
It's a gain of 6.
Running back sent in motion. Murray to throw here on 3rd. Oh, he missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's 4th down.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
4th down. Here's Murray. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40.
And the Dolphins, first down. It's a gain of 20.
They'll run here on first down. And he finds a little room there before being hauled down, gain of 3.
He was brought down at the
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Back play, straight ahead. Fly ahead for a few. It's 3rd down.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, it keeps that defense guessing.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's good for the Dolphins. First down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
He's going to throw this one. Finds him over the middle. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
Complete to number 4. A gain of 5.
Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over. Seventh play of the drive. They've been moving it well. This is 3rd and 6. To the air on 3rd and long. He's going to push one deep down the right. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that makes it 4th down. Jake Elliott's on now to attempt this field goal. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. It's far enough, but no good. He sent it just a little bit right. And they're unable to pile another 3 onto that lead.
Something I would have never said 20 years ago, Kate, when I started this business, but it rattles through my big old noggin now. That miss really has an effect on fantasy football owners more than anybody else. Imagine the poor soul somewhere, anywhere, who ends up losing in fantasy this week, specifically because of that miss.
Play action now. Murray. Knocked away. That's going to be incomplete. Defender there. That brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete. Javon Holland there on
Murray. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the sack forces a now tougher 3rd down.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. In a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
3rd and long for him here. He has the first over the middle. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down.
First down.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Murray here on 1st down. Oh, brother, it's another interception. That is Nick Emanwari.
Okay, I think the one thing you and I love about this NFL game is almost all of them are one-score games. So to see a blowout like this, it's taken a superhuman effort defensively, and they just added to it.
Offense returning to the field now for the Dolphins. They could only set up a lengthy field goal attempt their last possession, Brock, so some room to improve in how far they can advance the football here. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. Thrown back, gets the handoff. And this winds up being an excellent play for them from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that is the Dolphins' 1st down.
1st down, Miami.
Plowing up the middle. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Absolutely no fear in his game. Even one of the smaller defenders out there isn't afraid to go charging into all those linemen and dish out some physical play himself to make that stop.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He hits the lane for about 7. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 8, and it brings up
Another carry for him. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And it's going to be 1st down Miami.
at the 48-yard line.
They give it to him again. And we'll take this for about a yard. It's going to be 2nd down.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and
They'll go play action. Looked well downfield for that one. All he found was a waiting defender to knock it away. 3rd down coming up.
on the deep ball. Jalen Thompson on the coverage.
They'll throw. 3rd and long. Catch made right side by Nakua. Ooh, and he's out of bounds before he can break it upfield. They're out now, ready to punt it. He put too much juice into that one. It lands in the end zone. We're bringing things out to the 20-yard line. So Coach Sean McDermott sending his Bills offense back to the field. And the turnovers, Brock, a big reason they have played themselves out of this one. Hopefully they can keep it clean here, if nothing else.
Yeah, well, this drive isn't pertinent to this game maybe anymore, Kate. This drive is for next week. They just want something positive here to end the game and carry forward into the practices ahead.
Try again from the 20 after the incompletion. On 2nd and 10, it's Murray. Now here he goes. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. 1st and 10 from the 43.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now Murray on the play fake. Gets this to Sanders. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. 5 still to go here. This is 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at their 48-yard line.
Let's come in here, Brock. It's Murray. He's running with it. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Bills have a 1st down.
Bills, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now Kyler. Both finds his back. Harvey. And our 1st down only gets about a yard here. And the defender there to force him out. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Here's Kyler to throw. That one going to go against the D.
That's interference. Defense.
So a little too much contact on the part of the defender, and the officials flag him for it. Murray keeps it. They get to him behind the line, Brock. Looks like they will lose a couple on that zone read. Maybe the wrong read on the option there, Brock, but it kind of looked like the defense had both reads picked up pretty well there.
I'd agree with you because the option, you're trying to option off of one defender, like a 2-on-1 that time, but the defense was all over it. Tremendous pursuit to knock him backwards.
And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. This 8-play drive might be on its last legs here, partners. They try to figure out this 3rd and 7.
3rd and 7.
Throw here, 3rd down. Finds his man over the middle. We got the football block, but not the first. That's stopped just shy of the marker. 4th down.
5 yards.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, you need to make a play in the open field. Keep it short like that, and I promise you some money will follow.
Now that was a big 3-yard gain because of instead of a turnover on downs, partner, it gets them the first.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. And he's got it, so they'll put a little ways back with the touchdown. The Bills putting up points in a game decided. Well, Brock, this one has not been good. Now we'll pause. The officials want to take a good look at this and confirm it was indeed a touchdown. But this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again, unlike these officials who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
All right, so wipe the touchdown away. He did not make the catch. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Here's Murray. Has him on the quick hitter. And a gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Out of the gun. Here's Murray. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he drives this forward to the 6. Hit the 2-minute warning here in Buffalo. Bills trying to do some window dressing. Well, looks like Sean McDermott is in a risk-taking mood. He's got the offense out there on 4th. Desperation time here. And they get to him and hold him down. What a play, forcing the sack, and that should just about put
50% hit rate on fourth down, while not horrible, to me signifies something even more important, Kate, and that's that this offense is going to continue to be aggressive. It's been their mindset throughout, and I don't think it's going to change anytime soon.
The Dolphins sending their offense back out there. They're looking to just hang on to the ball through the finish. Defense has all of its timeouts, but with this game out of reach, a good chance they just let it run. Dolphins just about set up here, 1st and 10. Right up the gut. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
At the 6-yard line.
And the play clock expires. This is going to cost them half the distance.
Delay of game, Austin.
Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. They'll run here following the penalty. Already a lot of distance to go, Brock, and it's going to be all there for him again on 3rd down as this play stopped for no gain.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Back to the well again. And they get stuffed. He is knocked backwards on the play. That makes it 4th down.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Not much room, but he's still able to crush it. Ball taken in at the 36. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. So it's a win for the visiting Dolphins. And they take not just the victory, but some serious year-long bragging rights home with them after this one, as they finish out the sweep of their division rivals. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Dolphins, your winners, as we say so long from Buffalo.